Hi everyone, it's the Woodland Gardener, and today we're going to harvest our first squash and also do some succession planting. So stick around. So I only have one squash that's ready to harvest. Take a look behind this leaf. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck that today. And there's a ton of flowers on these total of 3 plants. So hopefully there'll be more squashes to come. And in the grow box immediately to the left of that one, you may have seen a previous video where I had some cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli plants in this grow box. They were attacked by the cabbage worms, so they were pretty much demolished, so I ended up yanking all the plants out. And I'm going to try spinach in here. I think this is the right time to plant for a second harvest, so we're going to do that and see how it turns out. The spinach variety that I'm going with is called Bloomsdale Longstanding, and I got this from Baker Creek Seed Company. So I've given the soil a good raking down to about 3 inches, and I think the soil quality's still pretty good, so we'll carry on. Now, although you can't see it, I've got the seed sown, and I went as the package suggested, a 1/2 inch deep and 3 inches spacing in between. Although I read something that if you're planting seeds or sowing seeds in the middle of the summer, it's very hot, that you might go up to twice as deep as the depth that you would do in the springtime. So here's to hoping it won't be too hot. Maybe I could put some sort of a shade cover over these as well. So next I'll be watering. I gave it a really thorough soaking, controlled but still very thorough. In these grow boxes, if you haven't used one, you might be interested in this bit. They're really nice. They have this reservoir at the bottom that you can fill with water, and it wicks upwards into the soil, so it keeps the soil evenly moist. And you just need to refill the reservoir when it gets low or empty. So I actually can hear the water dripping down into the reservoir from my thorough soaking. Hear that? Next, we're going to head around to the side yard where the raised beds are to succession plant some kale. But I wanted to show you this real quick. Nice little planting arrangement. I got new pots at the Home Depot the other day, so I'm tickled about that. They look nice. So the kale's going to go in raised bed number 1 over here on the right, that empty little slot there that I had arugula growing in, which I harvested a few times, and it's just a little too spicy for my taste, so I just kind of let it go. And we've got some romaine and chard, which I have harvested recently. You can see it cut down. And then I do have some kale in the back there that I've been harvesting. It looks like something may have been getting to that. So I might need to look into some kind of treatment system going forward if that's going to be a continuing problem. So again, I've raked the soil, and this is nice, rich soil. It's fine and dark. And I do amend these, there's actually 3 of these raised beds every spring before I begin planting with compost that we produce here at the house. So I'll be sowing seeds. So seeds have been sown and the plot has been watered. And since it's right here, I want to show you this sprayer handle. It's by a company called Gilmour, G-I-L-M-O-U-R. This is probably the best sprayer that I've ever had, and I've definitely gone through a number of these. It has like your typical assortment of spray patterns such as rinse, shrub, garden, jet, and so forth. But it's one of the nice things about this is the handle part. It's very ergonomic, and it just seems to fit so nicely in my hand. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out. Another interesting thing, I went to this little, what I thought was an empty section in this bed to get some soil to cover the newly sown kale seeds, and I found 2 little onions, tiny one, and then there's the other. I didn't realize those were there because the greenery was gone. There was nothing above the soil line to let me know that something was still down there. So that was a little happy surprise. So with that, it is 95 degrees out here. That's not taking into account the level of humidity. It's really hot. There's actually a heat advisory in place. So I'm going to be taking a break right now. And maybe I'll see you later. If not, I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.